In this video, we're overclocking the Intel Core i7-14700K all the way up to 6.2 GHz in 5 minutes or less using the ASUS ROG Maximus Z790 Dark Hero motherboard and EK Quantum custom loop water cooling. I'll speedrun you through the BIOS settings and provide some notes and tips along the way. Please note that this is for entertainment purposes only and not the whole picture. Don't outright copy these settings and apply them to your system. If you want to know how to overclock this kind of a system, have a look at the longer SkatterBencher video that's already up on this channel. Alright, let's do this. When you've entered the BIOS, go to the Extreme Tweaker menu. Set AI Overclock Tuner to XMP2. This enables the use of the Intel Extreme Memory Profile 3.0 technology and will make our G.Skill DDR5 memory run at its rated speed of DDR5 7200. Selecting XMP2 means the motherboard will load the complete XMP profile. Set ASUS Multi-Core Enhancement to Enabled Remove All Limits. This will unleash the Turbo Boost 2.0 power limits and lets the CPU run at unlimited power indefinitely. Set Performance Core Ratio to Bi-Core Usage. This enables us to configure a dynamic P-core overclock, as we can configure the maximum allowed P-core ratio for a given number of active P-cores. Set a 1-core to 4-core ratio limit to 62, set 5-core and 6-core ratio limit to 60, set 7-core and 8-core ratio limit to 59. Set efficient core ratio to bi-core usage. This enables us to configure a dynamic E-core overclock, as we can configure the maximum allowed E-core ratio for a given number of active E-cores. Enter the by E-core usage submenu. Set efficient turbo ratio limit 1 to 46. Set efficient turbo ratio cores 1 to 6. Set efficient turbo ratio limit 2 to 44. Set efficient turbo ratio cores 2 to 12. Leave the by E-core usage submenu. Enter the Digi plus VRM submenu. Here we can make changes to the voltage regulator configuration. We adjust the VRM load line to minimize the V-droop, which is the voltage drop when the CPU goes from idle to full load. Set CPU load line calibration to level 4. Leave the Digi plus VRM submenu. Enter the internal CPU power management submenu. Set IA-AC load line to 0.3. This ensures the voltage requested by the CPU to the VRM controller is only slightly higher than the factory fused voltage frequency curve. Leave the internal CPU power management submenu. Enter the thermal velocity boost submenu. Set overclocking TVB to enabled. OCTVB allows us to limit the P-core frequency based on the CPU operating temperature. It is based on the turbo ratio configuration. For each number of active cores, we define 2 temperature points, each with a unique number of downbins. For 1 core to 8 core active, set temperature A to 60, set negative ratio offset A to user specify, set ratio offset to 1, set temperature B to 80, set negative ratio offset B to user specify, set ratio offset to 1. Leave the thermal velocity boost submenu. Enter the VF point offset submenu. That gives access to Intel's advanced voltage offset feature, more commonly known as the VF points. This feature extends the adaptive voltage mode by allowing end users to undervolt or overvolt specific points of the CPU's factory-fused voltage frequency curve. Set offset mode sign 9 to 11 to plus. Set VF point 9 to 15 mV. Set VF point 10 to 15 mV. Set VF point 11 to 35 mV. Then save and exit the BIOS. We rerun some benchmarks to ensure everything is working as intended and check the performance increase compared to the default settings. Higher is better and all of our benchmark scores are higher. We see a maximum performance improvement of plus 18.39% in Geekbench 6 Multi. The highest core clock reported on the operating system is 6.2 GHz. When running the OCCT CPU SSE stability test, the average CPU P-core effective clock is 5479 MHz and the average CPU E-core clock is 4216 MHz with 1.197 volts. And that's it. I want to thank you for watching and the patrons for their support, and see you next time.